Hopefully I'm in the picture. Good morning. Alright, well, I am going to make a long video again because I don't think you saw my other videos of what I've been doing, because I want to get a good before, and I've changed some stuff, a good before picture before everything blooms, and then come back when everything blooms. So here we go. Hopefully I was in it. I'm going to start on the porch here. And Nico's hanging out by his food bowl. These are all my millions of seeds in these containers. And down there, my tools. I had moved them over here. So anyway, I have a couple really nice citronella plants on the porch to ward off mosquitoes. We haven't had any problems with those. And these are my lemon trees, and I put more passion flowers in here and some porclocks in there. I don't know how they're going to do because those isn't actually potting soil. So I'll come off here. I have marigolds growing in that pot, and I started some more celery seeds, which I'm hoping they're going to take. And this is just a really nice pot that I just have old stuff in. I'm going to plant something that will survive up here on the porch eventually here, as soon as I figure it out. Alright, coming down off the porch, I'll go this way first, and I have sweet peas growing on my little homemade climbing apparatus here. And I've been worried about the rain not doing so good, but look, they seem to be doing fine. I have plants growing up all around. You can see them. So there they go. Now I have put some miscellaneous seeds in the center of this because I want to fill the bottom up. I'm going to put some Elysium. I'm not sure I did, but I did plant a couple snapdragons in the center, but with the rain they probably washed away. So this is a project that we're working on, because this is our tornado cover here, but as you can see, it's in the hill and it's neglected for a long time. But as we were digging back, you can see there were some blocks in here, so we're going to dig it on back and put something to hold it up. So we kind of got it going, so if the rain comes down the hill, it will go that way. So I have planted and thrown seeds across here, all different kind of impatiens, everything else. And so anyway, I do have a crepe myrtle tree that's going to grow right here, and these things. We originally were going to have another shed. I can't really put anything in our big shed because if you look real close, we got a hole that's only gotten worse with this storm. There's a big hole in there, so everything gets wet in one half of that. Eventually, when we can get up there, afford it, which won't be anytime soon, we'll get that fixed. But in the meantime, these big sheds, these big containers here, oh my gosh, they're the heaviest things in the whole world, and Kevin can't move them by themselves, and I don't know how I ever helped him move them off the truck when we got them here, but I can't do it again. So they've been sitting here covered, and I finally decided that I am going to just leave them there. I painted the back of this one black because I had some black spray paint and had some white one, and the other side's white. So I'm going to use these. I just made a little garden area around it, and I'm going to keep these for planting. I know I have morning glories or passion flowers and that. I can't forget. See what happens? I ran out of labels. I put some nice soil in here. I'm going to plant something in here. And see, here we go. See what I'll use it for? These are like my plant stuff in that cute little pot. So I'm going to organize this and just keep my plant stuff in here. I wish they were both facing this way or the other way, but they are not. So anyway, I did kind of dig on this hill and put some gravel in here. so to make sure all the rain goes that way, because I didn't want a lot of rain coming down in here. But I have wildflower blends. Hopefully that will take on this hill. We've had quite a few rains that probably washed it away. And then I have planted some campanellas in this and some other mixed flowers, so we'll see what makes it. And then right up the hill here is the cutest little thing ever. It is a little groundhog, or a squirrel. Not a squirrel. It's a little groundhog light. Where's it at? There it is. Isn't it the cutest thing? So at night it has 2 eyes. But anyway, if you look close, here and here and here, those are all Rosa Sharons. Look how big this one is, that I got from Sarah's cuttings from her house. And also I saved seeds and planted seeds, and that's what those are right there. So we're bound to have something take off here. So let me come back down here so don't get dizzy. Okay, so down here, so if you're looking up, there'll be a little wall of Rosa Sharons. So then this is the walkway up to get on top of this hill here. Whew. Okay, so once you get up here, then it's like flatter. And that one, that's a trail that goes around that way. And I'm in the middle of dragging logs to kind of outline the hill and getting rid of all the poison oak. And this one is another hill, another path. It goes that way. It goes up to our little river up there. So if I come back down here, I planted echinacea all in here, and these are little wildflower that I put in there. I just stuck them. I moved them from down below and stuck them in the ground, so they'll come back next year. On this side, the other side will be all echinacea. My garlic is doing fabulous. It's all garlic. And then in this little section, this of course is where that beautiful display of daffodils were, and in the front of this were tulips and such. So I've scattered a ton of wild seeds in here, different kinds, so we'll see what happens. And I'm going to actually come back in here. And actually I moved a bunch of my wild daffodils up here, so hopefully they'll come back next year too. Because they were the first ones to bloom, and they'll bloom in the back part of this. So hopefully that'll take. So this is also a hill. This is where water will come down off the hill when it rains. That's where it goes. And I've put a pathway to keep it from going from this direction. And if you look real close,